Kusanagi, Mexican Yaoi versus Shark Tunes. Here we go. Beautiful dude gets the early knockdown with Zato. Gonna go right in.
That's terrible.
I like it. I approve, man. All right. Let's see what Raven can do here. Not familiar with Haseo, but we'll see what his Raven's got to show us here. Gonna get knocked
he's
down.
off to a good
Wow,
start.
nice jump out by beautiful.
Ooh,
catches
back
him.
in again. But he can definitely come back from this.
Yep.
He's got the positioning. Ooh, just
jumps
needed
right
to
in.
catch that tech, and he doesn't.
Catches him with the drill. It's going to be a big mix-up here. Masao weather the storm. Jumps out. Very nice. Jumps out of the dead man hand setup. Very good.
Great.
Forces the dead angle right there. We were just talking about that.
Yay.
Thank you, beautiful dude.
So I guess I can curse and I can bless.
There we go. All right. Masao going to go in with that mix-up. Blocks the dust that time.
Great
Catches him with a
job.
jump kick. All right.
This is either player's game right now.
Nice
Good
reflect on the needle. Beautiful. Great reaction out of beautiful dude there.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Takes the first round. All right.
Trade.
Sale going to get a good catch here.
Yep.
Yep. Little too high for the knockdown. Went for max damage instead. All right. Yep. Catches him with the command grab. Got to be aware of those command grab setups. Jumps out of the dust. Here we go. Oh, kills the lady. That's a big deal. All right. Sale has a chance to get in. Here we go. All right. Nice jump out by Julian. He wants some space. Little Eddie's back now. He can resummon. Here we go. Catches him. Nobiru.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Checking out of that corner.
Yep. Haseo has him pinned down yet again. Nice counter poke.
Yeah, he was about to get command grabs.
Julian not able to quite get full confirms. He's catching Haseo at very odd angles right now. Here's the mix-up. Will Haseo burst? Nice. Run-up command grab. Going to set the unblockable. Has to watch for the gold burst. Ooh, misses the unblockable. That's unfortunate.
Mistimes it. That would have probably been the game.
Yeah, at the very least would have forced the burst. If Julian baits it, he would have won. Let's see if he can win. Baits the command grab.
Can he close it out? No.
Out of range.
Still either player's round.
Yep.
Can Haseo bring it to round 3? And it
Catches
looks
him.
like
Nope, not able to get
Julian still with burst, but doesn't need to use it. 2 rounds. Straight though.
Trophy. We getting those Chivos here, Frosty Faustings. Shout outs to all you achievement hunters out there. All right, up next, we're going to have Kusanagi, the infamous Ramlethal from Mexico. Been Frosty Faustings a few times now, always had really strong showings. Going to take on Fu. Fu rocking that Heihun matchup. Ramlethal, another character that can give Heihun some serious problems because once she has swords on him, he has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So, again, another case where Heihun has to approach very carefully, has to pick her spots, but once she's in, Ramlethal doesn't have great answers for that Okazeme.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the funny thing is that, like, Ram doesn't really have the zone per se, though.
No.
Like, Ram wants to play from that neutral range until getting the knockdown. She's going to need to hit to get the corner carry. And then, like you said, the set play, I mean, it's just like with Ram against any other character.
Correct.
She knocks you down in the corner, and you better start praying.
Yep. And
So-
one really important thing in this matchup is Heihun has anti-airs, but Heihun does not have a go-to anti-air. It's a combination of stand punch, crouching heavy, forward punch, and he does not have great anti-airs for directly above her. So that the falling sword jump in is extremely good in this matchup. The Heihun player has to do some pretty serious call-outs to do a lot about that. All right, here we go. Fu taking on Kusanagi.
I'm mad that like that mech is like so huge, but it's still the same height as Ram.
I know, right? Nice counter poke. Going to get the first mix-up. I like the idea. Taking the chance to put Kusanagi in the corner earns the burst for it. So I like that play by Fu. Rather than trying to go for a confirm, too close to the corner to get any kind of kick loop, but now he's in the perfect position to get kick loops. Full damage into the knockdown. Very nice.
Ooh, tries to blitz the projectile.
Yep. It's very dangerous to blitz Heihun's mix-up, especially from that range. Both fireballs are on screen. We got crazy things going on here. Fu using all the projectiles.
Nice. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Not enough meter to faultless all of that.
No.
So very smart stuff.
Yeah.
Just chip it out.
The Super Tuner Ball is an incredibly powerful move. Stays out for a very long time. Very nice catches with the forward heavy. Oh, I like the YRC there.
Nice.
Catches him with Hayabusa. Yep, pushing slowly to the corner. Oh, a counter hit red
Ooh.
kick. This is going to hurt. Into
I
the
wonder if he
knockdown.
meant to bounce off the opposite wall there, or if that was just a weird hitbox.
It's just
thing.
part of hitboxes. Yeah, you can't really control that much as a Heian player. All right, Kusanagi forces the burst.
Yeah,
Kusanagi needs to get in soon.
Controlling that ball
Again,
so
catches-
well. Look
Yep.
at that.
Okay, this is Kusanagi's chance. Has to make this count. Heian has no meter and has no good reversal without meter.
Woo!
Has no burst. Kusanagi take this all the way back.
He's going to need
There's-
one more mix-up.
There's going to be one more mix-up. Command
Command
grab. Can he finish it?
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes.
Gets it. Very nice.
Very good stuff. Taking it to round 3. That was still really
Yeah.
close for comfort, though.
That is the danger of Heian. If you do not have meter, you do not have a legit reversal.
But you got
Catches him
burst
before.
back.
Yep. All right. Fu has his burst back. Kusanagi a long ways from getting his. So right now, first knockdown goes to Fu. Ooh, very nice. I like the use of the low sweep to get out of that mix-up.
And there goes the burst.
All right.
Oof.
Nice patience by Fu.
Yeah.
Ooh, he went for the big combo.
Yeah,
That's hard to
Kusanagi
do on Ram.
committed.
That's hard to do on Ram. Cost Fu there. Cost him a knockdown and mix-up, and now he's in the corner with very little resources. He can reversal or dead angle, but that's all he's got. The mix-ups. Kusanagi, can Fu get out? His burst is coming back.
One more, 2 more. Command grabs. All right, so that's going to scale.
Yep.
So let's say 2 more.
Fu has burst now. He's going to have to use it. Ooh, catches him with
Ooh,
jump heavy. All right.
gets out.
Oh, doesn't finish it, though. Really unfortunate drop. Nice air grab.
Oops.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kusanagi has his
Ooh.
burst. Fu baited it. It didn't come.
Ooh.
Oh.
Charge. Blitz.
Tried to bait the burst. Didn't. Unfortunately, Halen's hitbox too high, even for the double jump.
Yep.
Really, really good discipline on Kusanagi's part to not burst there when Fu had another knockdown. You saw him stop that string blatantly, hoping to bait a burst, which would have probably ended the round. Could have easily run up, done down heavy into kick loops, and probably could have killed from there. So very nicely done by Kusanagi. Not panic bursting, not bursting in an obvious situation for it to be baited. That's the risk you take when you do instead of a burst save combo, just going to a hard commit on I'm going to bait. I think they're going to burst. If they don't, you give up your advantage, and it can really switch a match, and that's what happened there. So we're going to go to the final round here. Beautiful dude taking on Kusanagi.
Oh man, this is interesting. I think, well, definitely Zato has the advantage here.
Yeah.
Not only because he's Zato, but because she's Ram.
Yeah.
Most characters have the advantage.
Yeah. But again, another matchup where some characters Ram knocks them down and they have some okay answers to the Okazeme. They can take some risks and get out. Zato has no answer.
Yeah,
he has
like you
to
were saying
sit.
earlier.
So if Kusanagi can push him to the corner, he can do those dirty mix-ups.
But that's gonna be a big if.
Yep. All right. Beautiful dude with the early pressure, going to take corner. Doesn't get the command grab, but gets an immediate counter poke. Ooh. Catches counter hit Noboru. Ooh, does not block the full overhead there. Nice blitz. Very nicely done. Calls out the overhead. Again, back on the offensive. There's the command grab.
Beautiful dude keeping it very simple, but ooh.
Wow, whiffs actually missed the unblockable, but Kusanagi was standing up, which is what you really don't actually want to do in that situation. The only attack that can't hit you is the jump in. The drill is always going to hit you low no matter what. Right. So if you think Zato might mess up their timing, you want to duck. Unfortunately, Kusanagi did not. Might have been trying to option select guard, which doesn't work there. But hey, when you're in blockables, you try things.
Right. Good burst there.
Kusanagi gets the burst instantly, but yep, dude baits the dead angle. Dead angle is so poor against Zato.
Yeah.
Dead angles almost always hit Eddie instead of Zato. So even though you do kill little Eddie, which is worth a lot,
he's still coming.
He's still coming. And if he knocks you down, he's going to get time to recharge the Eddie gauge.
Double Noboru goes for the triple.
Yep. All right, Eddie's dead right now. See if Kusanagi can take advantage. He wants to go in right now, but he has to resummon the swords. Nice blitz.
Nice blitz.
Okay, see if he can make this count here. Beautiful dude able to fly out. Nicely done. Good patience there. Both players trying to get neutral. All right, Kusanagi gets the knockdown. Let's see what he can do here.
Delayed. Up. No burst. Oh,
nice defense into the counter poke. Very nice from Beautiful Dude. Kusanagi has his burst. Will he use it here? Nope. Waits his turn, gets out, catches the counter hit. Can he finish it?
If he can make a round 3 and take his burst there with him, he's going to be in great position.
Yep.
And it looks like he's going to do it here.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing confirmed from Kusanagi. Both players have burst. We got an even match for the final round of this match. There we go. He's going to get that first offensive advantage.
Kusanagi playing so well.
Ooh, counter hit Noboru. This is going to hurt.
Ooh, but beautiful dude. Off to a better start in round 3.
All right, catching the counter hit. There's the knockdown. Here we go.
Yep,
Catches
keep him. Oop, messes up.
Yeah, kind of caught on the weird angle in the drill, and now he's out of Eddy meter. This is Kusanage's chance. Can he do the same thing he did last round and start those mix-ups? Forces the burst immediately. All right, nice counter poke there. Kusanage has burst. Has to be careful. Ooh, catches him in the dead man hand. There's the burst. Kusanage out of options. Almost out of meter at this point. Beautiful dude could chip him out. Noboru is good enough.
Yes.
Beautiful dude and Fu moving on.
Yeah, clean round 2. Beautiful dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, by the end of that, Kusanage exhausted all his resources.
Yep.
No burst, no meter, which is a huge problem against Zato when you're out of life. Little Eddie, all his shadow moves do chip damage. It's not a lot, but it adds up very quickly because you're blocking Little Eddie. You're blocking drills in the middle of the strings. So if you don't have faultless defense to negate chip damage, which is another effect it has in addition to the increased pushback,
right,
you can just be chipped out.
Yeah, and that's for that being such a huge meter drain, like you really need a solid confirm into some damage to even get meter to do any sort of follow-ups.
Yep.
So back to what we were saying about faultless defense before the break. You gave all the other uses of it, but another thing, a lot of players that are used to air dashers, they're used to just holding up back to get out of a lot of mix-ups, because in a lot of games, like let's just take Marvel 3 for instance, you hold up back and you can block pretty much everything because there's no high-lows in the air.
Right.
Guilty Gear, you have to use the faultless defense to block grounded normals while you're in the air.
Grounded normals and a lot of grounded specials too. Moves like Noboru have to be faultless defense.
Yeah. So you have to use, to chicken guard, you have to use meter.
Yep.
And that's a big deal too, because if you're using it and they don't go with the attack, then you just wasted meter hitting that FD.
Just as a heads up, this is Blaze versus Hotashi.
Okay, we're going to have PG Isam taking on TSB Fuzis.
Yeah, so Blaze.
Oh, what was their team names, guys?
Blaze's team is TSB Fuzis, F-O-O-S-I-E-S.
Yeah.
Hotashi's team is PG Isam, E-S-A-M.
Yeah, it's Hotashi and Wild Empire.
Yep, you got it.
So 2 friends of mine. We got Florida, we got New York. We got 2 players that have actually been doing work in this pool.
Absolutely.
So I feel like whoever wins this first one,
yeah, this is going to be interesting for
like
sure.
They both have very strong teammates, but they are the ones that have been carrying so far. So let's see if those teammates haven't shown very strong warm-ups. We're going to see whoever wins this one back into a game 3.
Yeah, these are going to be some good matches for sure.
But that's just a prediction. That's a super hard prediction. Let's see.
I mean,
let's see if they make me look like an idiot.
I mean, if we got any gamblers out there picking the spread, like pretty much just do the opposite of whatever you say, and you're going to be in the money the way we've been going so far.
So yeah, but it can definitely go either way. Both players very oppressive. Both of them with the slick stuff, and both of them just very steamrolly type of players.
Yeah. Raven Elfeld is a really interesting matchup because again, Hotashi, like we said, loves that sniper rifle. It's hard to catch Raven with the sniper rifle because of the odd angle of his air dash. The sniper rifle isn't meant to go in that way quickly, so it makes for some really interesting stuff. And Elfeld has to respect Needles. Needles can actually push away pine berries. They come at very awkward angles for her to deal with, and Close S is not as good in this matchup in as many situations because very rarely is Raven just going to come down on top of you for any reason. So he doesn't need to do that. So this is a really interesting matchup.
See, this isn't fair. She's already out of breath before the
poor
match
Elle.
starts.
She's already out of breath. I mean, she's running a full wedding dress. Like, have you ever seen a full wedding dress? Those things are heavy, man.
I don't even know how she breathes.
And she's wearing a collar and carrying 3 guns, and I don't know, man. All right, here we go. Blaze with the first blood gets a counter hit forward punch into a full combo. All right, take a look for neutral.
Ooh,
wow, nice. Wow, amazing confirm. That's beautiful. All right, Tashi just looking to get a little breathing room right now, but Blaze is all over him.
Yeah, Hotashi has not been able to set up any sort of offense.
There's that down kick from Raven in the air. Really good move right on top of someone.
And great grab.
All right, here comes the mix-ups. Yep, catches him on the high.
Yo, Blaze, it could be. It could be.
Waiting real patiently, looking for that last hit here.
Yeah, Hotashi
Nope.
can do just as much damage
Okay,
on the
here we
return.
go.
Here it comes. Ooh.
Ooh.
Toss it. He
There
does.
we go. This is a big
Toss it
deal.
in time. Boom. That's damage.
Is Blaze going to use his burst? If nothing else, Hotashi's like that. Gets
I
him
think
out of
he
the
has
corner.
confidence. Blaze has confidence that he can get that last hit that he
Yep.
needs, especially since Hotashi couldn't kill him with that combo.
Yep, there it is. Catches on the trade. Very nicely. Blaze takes round one. Got a little scary there. Both players with their burst. There's that sniper rifle.
Ooh,
Again, hard to catch a character like Raven with that compared to some.
Yep, and whiffs again, trying to hit him with that
Wow.
shotgun.
Nice spacing on the empty air dash into the low. Sets up the real mix-up.
Ouch.
Here we go. Hotashi.
Ooh, that charge blitz.
Wow,
though.
beat the blitz back, pushes him way out of the corner. I like that.
Yeah,
I like.
runs forward first before doing the attack.
Yep. Get himself way out of the corner. Here
So
we go.
so that this will carry all the way.
Yep.
Oh no, takes him out though.
Yep.
Not sure if that was probably wasn't on purpose.
No, Raven
he-
has kind of an odd hitbox in here. It can happen. Here's
Ooh,
the
we're
dizzy.
stunned though.
They should finish. Yes. Very nice. All right.
Clean.
Hotashi has his burst. Blaze is going to get his back very, very early. So here we go. Final
Hotashi
round.
looking just as clean in round two as Blaze in round one. Again, this could go either way.
Wow, nice wake up backdash to get out of the Okazeme there. Very well done.
Oh my gosh.
Catches him with
Finally
the
hits
sniper.
him.
Here we go. Wow, nice air grab. Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
catches him. Forces the burst. Yep.
I agree with that burst.
Yeah,
there.
no, very wise. Didn't want to get caught in that mix-up for very long.
And there was the close slash catching the
All right.
cross up, but unfortunately for him.
Oh, calls it out.
Called out.
Here we go. Can Hotashi get out? Very nice. Good counter poke. All right, this is
Does.
Hotashi chance. Ooh, catches
close slash
him.
again. Ooh,
Baits
breaks
the
the burst.
burst.
That's gonna hurt.
All right,
Blaze
Blaze.
got a lot of meter though.
Yep. Ooh, went for the
And
super.
he tries
Gets
to
caught.
use it, gets beat. Can he close it? He does. Hotashi closing it out.
A little bit of a panic super by Blaze there. Would have liked to seen him wait and possibly dead angle out or something else.
Shotgun wedding.
Yep. Good recovery by Hotashi. He's in a rough spot there for a minute. Both these characters, I mean, Guilty Gear in general is a heavy, heavy momentum game, and especially characters like Raven that thrive off knockdown into knockdown into knockdown. Elle felt a little bit less so. She's not as much of a mix-up character after a knockdown. She's more of a pressure character outside of her unblockable setups. But once you start that ride to the corner, you only need a couple more hits because shotgun does so much damage.
Right, and even on chip, like that's another character we were just talking about, Zato. Even if you're faultlessing Elfelt, that drains your meter so quickly. So then if you don't, though, that chip damage is gonna drain your health
Absolutely.
so quickly.
Shout outs to modern consoles making it really hard just to plug in a controller and play the damn game.
Well, it's because there's so many different controllers that you're able to use.
Yep.
So I respect that they even made that a possibility.
Yep. I started playing Guilty Gear when it was on a PS2. It was literally like you plug it in. Like that's all you could do. There's you couldn't mess it up.
All right,
I
so we
miss-
got
I miss it.
Nakio on the left, rocking the Soul bad guy, and he'll be against Sato 1 being played by Marlin Pie.
This is another classic Guilty Gear matchup. Soul is more than capable of winning this matchup, but when Soul gets in, it has to count. It takes a lot of effort for Soul to get past Eddie. He has a lot of normals to kill weak, unsafe summons, but Soul has to pick his spots in this matchup, and again, once he gets in, it has to count. Zato can play a little bit more passively, can pick his spots here and there, and just has to be wary of baiting uppercuts during pressure. But other than that, this is a matchup that usually is in Zato's favor a little bit.
But the thing is, with Soul 2, though, when he gets in, it usually really hurts. Like, a lot of people, like, it's like, okay, they got in, they did a little bit of damage, but now they have to position. Soul's like he got in, and a third of your life is gone.
Good start by Marlin Pie. Little Eddie got killed by Fafnir pretty early, but Marlin Pie really patient, gets himself back. Again, waiting for Eddie Meter to come back, using some creative usage of Meter there to give himself some time. All right, sets up the sandwich. Here we go. Very nice. Unsummons, brings it back. It's really important to see those unsummons. That's how Zatos get more mileage out of Eddie without burning through the meter. You'll see that a lot. Marlin Pie just,
for the hit.
Yeah, Marlin Pie just content to hold the corner, but he's out. All right.
Make it happen.
Ooh, this is going to be big damage.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. He got in, he got that touch, and that is so big.
Forces
good
the burst.
burst.
Yeah, forces the burst. That's a big deal.
Yeah, doesn't want to take the Oki.
There's the throw.
Because that Oki could kill him.
Yep, exactly. All right, Nakiel waiting. Is there going to be a command grab? Nope,
No.
just chips him out. Very nice. Nakiel content to keep his burst there. Probably a good decision. Again, burst has the same problem Dead Angle does against Zato. A lot of times your burst hits, but it hits Eddie, not Zato, and then you run up and get command grabbed.
And plus the fact which that will knock him away.
Yep.
And when he dies in one more hit, he really does not want to
Yep.
separate the distance
Yep.
between the two of them.
Nice dead man hand setup by Marlon
in
Pie.
there.
Nakiel going back in.
He's like, stay over
Yep.
there, Kyohei, don't go anywhere.
Yep, these are the kind of strings that you can get away with as Soul against someone like Zato. Zato does not have any normals that answer those kind of things, so he has to be patient.
Kyohei trying to close it out for his team. Does not want Hotashi to have to do all the work.
All right. Big combo, full confirm from Nakiel. Yes, very nice. All right, here we go. Ooh, not sure what Kyohei was pushing there, but he got counter hit for it.
Hit that combo. Oh, and he makes the burst, and that's going to be the end of him. The stun.
Ouch. All right. Marlon Pie not going to have bursts in this last round unless it goes extremely long.
Yikes.
That was a brutal whiff burst.
That was huge for Nakiel, making him whiff that burst. And he feels it. He is in. He's not trying to let him breathe at all.
Catches him
with the bandit bringer.
Yep. Wow,
Where
very
you
nice.
going?
Nakiel feeling it right now. Okay. There's Marlon Pie's chance. He needs to make this pressure count. There we go. There's setup. This can be uppercutted if it's not timed right. Very nice.
Right. He does get the timing. He says, elementary, my dear Watson.
All right. Eddie's about to come back. Can Marlon Pie complete this here? Has to be patient. Nice dead angle.
Yes. Ooh.
Yep.
Nice. Marlon Pie, please.
Yep. Run up command
The
grab.
defense is not faulty at all.
Very nice. That is something that a lot of Zato players struggle with early on. They're afraid of losing Eddie. They're afraid of him getting hit and not having access to their meter. One of the things you need to learn is that if Eddie taking the hit for you will result in a big trade in your favor, it's worth it, especially in a situation right there where it allowed Marlon Pie to close out that game.
I don't know what he's holding up to the camera there. We're zooming in on it, but it's still too far away for me to see. Whatever that is,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's hilarious.
It looks like his phone, something on there.
Well, yeah, it's something on the screen of his phone. But
Marlon Pie wanting to share something interesting with us all.
well,
All right, so Marlon Pie and Hotashi take that one. Moving on.
yeah, that was very clean stuff by both of them. They are going to remain in winners.
Probably getting close to getting out of this pool in
Yeah.
winners at this point. Got to be getting down to the last few teams.
So once again,
Okay, if you guys need any water or snacks or anything, I got you. Just let me know.
okay.
Thanks, Art.
Okay, yeah.
Once again, if you guys are just joining us, this is Frosty Faustings. What number is this?
We are 9.
Frosty Faustings 9.
The last of the PlayStation era, yo.
Yeah,
FF9.
because, well,
PS1.
oh yeah. Final. You got me saying Final Fantasy now. This is
I mean, that's always been a running theme. We've had Final Fantasy theme stuff
Yeah.
at most Faustings.
Frosty
so-
Faustings 9. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
This is the Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator Team Tournament.
Yep.
We've got a lot of high intensity matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we are not taking a break at all. This
right.
is pool number 2. If you missed pool number 1, it'll be top 8.
Yeah, top 8's right after this.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, hey, I need team names, player names. I know Q's player too.
yep, we got Team Best Waifus versus Team Omaha. Shinku on the left, Q on the right, going in Dizzy versus Zato. Here we go. All right. David Q, one of my good friends, one of the guys I learned to play Guilty Gear with in Omaha back in the day. A little bit more unconventional Zato compared to most. He prides himself on safety and has really, really good resets. But really, really strong player, always really fun to watch. But you'll see a little bit different style with him compared to other Zatos, which again is a cool part about Guilty Gear. You can play multiple characters multiple ways.
Which I'm liking that. I like, good gold burst. That could actually spell out trouble for Q.
Yep. Ooh, catches and pushing a button there. All right, gonna have to be patient. Baits a dead angle. Shinku in a good position here. This is gonna hurt. Zato does not have guts. Ooh, gets out. Nice
Ooh,
throw. All
nice
right.
scoop.
Got to make. Oh,
Can
catches
he
the
finish
back
it?
end.
No.
Went for the reset again. Q's known for those. He does a lot of tech traps, a lot of tech resets. Unfortunately, that one didn't quite connect. Shinku takes round 1. All right. Both players looking for that first hit. Here comes Eddie. All right. He catches him. Jump dust. Incredibly good move, air to air. All right, Eddie Meter is out.
All right,
Right now,
let's see.
Q's going to have to pick his spots. Gets away. Okay, Eddie Meter's back. Good to go. Unfortunately, Eddie gets hit by the fish, so Eddie's dead again. Going to have to wait some time here. Shinku is on the advantage.
Ooh,
Nice
that's
throw.
good
Okay,
again.
this is what Q wanted. Ooh, here comes the blitz.
Ooh.
Yep, not enough meter for a blitz back, so Q just had to take that.
Yep, and great cross up there
Yep, force the burst.
by Shinku. This is a very close round.
Yes.
Shinku barely taking the first round, and
Yep, Q forces that burst. Here we go. Little Eddie's going to be back shortly. Nice confirm.
okay, staying in
Ooh,
close.
catches him with anti-air stand kick.
And now going in, wants to close it out.
Nice flame pillar to kill Little Eddie. So again, no Eddie meter for Q right now.
Yep, and
Has to
but-
buy some time and play neutral.
All right, he's back, but can he survive long enough to summon?
Catch him with the drill. Here comes the mix-up.
Yes.
Catches him, should finish. Yes. All right, going to a final round.
So both players will get their burst back in round 3 here.
Yes. Nice forward punch confirmed from Shinku. Gonna for nice air grab from Q, calling out the air dash back. Shinku just trying to run away. There's a good unsummon. Gives some Eddie meter back.
Great.
Kills
no
Little Eddie. All right. Wow, stand punch
Catches
into
him.
dust. Very nice.
And we
Shinku
got-
has his burst back. Here we go. Yep, forces the burst. Shinku is out of resources right now. He's
Ooh,
dizzy.
and the
They're just
stun,
going to
that's
end it
it.
unless he can mash out really quick. Wow.
Oh,
Did mash out. That is some impressive mashing. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
still no resources to recover after that. Q takes game 1.
Man, that's crazy because you have to mash at like hyper speed,
Yeah.
but then still realize that you've gotten out of it quick enough to still block.
Yeah. Yeah. The stunning Guilty Gear is not you have to mash at an incredibly high rate to get out of stun in this game.
But at the same time, I like that it is affected by the
Yeah.
speed because like certain games like Street Fighter, you get stunned like you're getting comboed
Yep.
regardless. In Smash Bros, like you get stunned, you're getting smashed regardless.
Yeah.
Like this, it's like you get stunned somehow.
Yeah.
You actually might be able to block.
And because he was stunned so high in the air, there was enough time for him to actually mash out. And good read by Q. He didn't just run up and blatantly do command grab. He went ahead and stopped. He's like, okay, I'll just do meaty drill. Dizzy has no answer to this.
Exactly.
You know, good read on his
But
part there.
safe, like you were saying.
Yep, absolutely. You can go a long ways playing Zato and just playing absurdly safe.
So coming up next, we got Decline and Vivian.
Yep.
So it's going to be Elfo and
Sin. Yep, unless Decline has changed characters in last year, but he's pretty much played Sin since the get-go.
Who won the last game, by the way?
Q.
Q, okay.
Yep.
All right, switching over controls again. Oh, that was quick though. See, that was
Yeah,
bad.
that's fine. I live with that. I live with that. All right, here we go.
As you said, that's Sin.
Sin Elfo. If you like big damage in your matchups, you have come to the right one.
All right, this is the matchup for that. On either side.
Sin got a few teeth pulled since the last time we've been in the Frosty Faustings. They made Beak Driver not the greatest move in the history of video games, but still a very, very good move.
Yeah, still formidable.
All right, we're going in. Q and Decline on match point here, trying to close this out 2-0.
All right.
Vivian with a nice start.
Yeah. And getting out of the range of that Beak Driver.
Yep.
Ooh, and out of the corner. Good stuff.
Interesting blitz there,
she's
gets
in.
punished, forces the burst. Vivian, a commanding strider, who gets caught.
Yep.
I like that burst. That was going to be big damage into corner carry. You don't want to get there against Sin, so I'm okay with that burst, even with the life lead. Both players looking for that stray hit to try and get things going.
Oh,
Decline
close
gets
slash
it.
would have been nice there. Think it would have won.
Close slash usually does. Elfot's
Yeah,
close slash is a pretty
exactly.
good move, even though it's been toned down slightly as well. Still beats a lot of things.
Yeah, Vivian though.
All right, there's a confirm. Not a true combo, but going to get full damage. Ooh, catches him with the backdash. Notice Vivian likes to backdash a lot on Wake Up. That is
Yeah.
the perfect kind of move to blow that up.
Like we were saying about Hotashi's Alpha earlier, he's very steamrolly. He likes to go forward. Vivian will get that damage and then kind of like wait to see what you're gonna do.
Yep.
Not
Nice
sure
run-up grab.
if I agree with that strategy playing with Alpha, but they've been staying alive and losers. So
Absolutely. All right, Decline takes round 1. He's on match point now. Nice catch there. Yep, gets the DP. Very nice.
yeah, backdash again. Yeah, once the players that she loves that backdash so much, they're gonna start doing so much to punish it.
Yeah. Wake up backdash is very effective in Guilty Gear, but there are plenty of ways to blow people up who do it with you know,
indiscriminately.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, there's the sniper.
Okay.
No. Nice catch. Gonna get the knockdown. Gonna eat some food.
Oh,
Ooh.
tries the blitz, doesn't charge it.
Yep. Yeah, I would like to see if Vivian thought Sin was just going to go ahead in, would have liked to see close slash there. Even harder to a lot harder to punish than a whiff blitz, but unfortunately it doesn't work out her way.
So that's
Q and
going
Decline move on.
Yep, that's going to be it for Team Best Waifus. Good luck to them in singles. They put up a fight. They didn't go 0-2. So,
Yeah.
you know,
All showing.
congrats to them. So,
Alrighty.
let's see.
Getting down to got to be the last few here in Pool 2.
Yeah, we still got Team Omaha. Obviously, they just won, so they're advancing. We don't know about Chicago Classic. We only saw them the one time.
Yeah, yeah. Hard to say if they got out of losers or not.
Oh, it's Blaze's.
Okay, so Team Fuzzies coming up against, I guess, Team Omaha, staying on the setup.
Looks like it.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so Fuzzies has been playing very strong. They did lose to Team PGE Sam, but that's again another super scary team.
Yeah, there's no freebies left. That's for sure. Everyone is strong right now, so gonna have to earn your next way through the match.
Let's see if Blaze has what it takes to beat Sin. This is his first step on the way to hopefully meeting and beating Gogura in singles.
There you go.
It's like you got to work your way up the Sin totem
It's true.
pole.
It's true, and there's a few of them here.
Yeah.
All right. All right, he's sitting Raven. Again, Raven has very low defense, so this is one of those matchups where even though Raven can have a lot of momentum, all it takes is one straight counter hit for Sin to turn it around.
And like I said earlier about Raven, at the start of the round, his normals beat almost everything. He gets the first 2 hits.
All right, forces Decline's burst.
So early.
Yep, catches him on the back.
Ooh, that was the right read, just wrong spacing.
Yep. Good forward punch there. All right, forces the burst this time. All right, Decline, nice block of the dust. Good block again. Like it.
Okay, Blaze.
There's the catch. All right.
Though, nothing off it.
Ooh,
No
catching
meter.
him, counter hit, jump dust. Ooh, misses it. Good reset on the air grab, but that could kill. This should finish it.
Yes.
Yep. Decline dropped a couple chances to end it earlier, but recovers from the mistake. Takes round 1. Nice call out with air dash jump punch. I like it. Catches him with the empty jump low. This is going to be big damage. There's that Sin damage.
He's more than half dead already. That's one combo.
Ooh, catching him with the scratch. Ooh, baits the DP. Very nice. All right, Blaze is going to go in.
Mix up, gets him. And no burst.
Yep, it's going to be back here soon.
Oh,
baits
no,
it.
that
This is
is
going to be big.
not good for Blaze.
No. Might have been baiting a blitz there, not sure.
Yeah.
Or super, probably. All right, can he get the full confirmed? Very nice.
What's that defense looking like? What's it looking like? Ooh.
Catches him, very nice.
Yikes.
Catches him on the pogo. All right, here we go.
Can he close it? Ooh.
Nice backdash
Yeah,
through the
absolutely.
down heavy, and Decline closes
That's
it
it.
out.
That was quick.
Yeah. That is a tough move to backdash throw. It shows you how good Sin's backdash is. There's a lot of backdashes that do not get through a move with that many active frames.
Yeah. So let's see if Nakio can beat this Zato.
Yep. We're gonna go again. Zato versus Soul.
Because the last Zato he played, it was Marlin Pie or Beautiful Dude?
He played Marlin Pie played Nakio. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he lost to Marlin Pie, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that might be in his head a little bit, but like you said, different Zato, different play style.
Yep.
So it might not matter that he already lost to a Zato.
And sometimes that's what you need. You need to play the same matchup again. That's not always a luxury you get in a tournament. So sometimes that can be on your side.
It might actually help that he lost to a Zato. He's got that chip on his shoulder, coming back with a vengeance. So we shall see. We shall see. So That pink Zato, though.
Oh, yeah.
Bubblegum Zato.
Yep. Q's been playing Bubblegum Zato forever.
Oh, man. It's so hard to try to think who's going to win. Because, again, this is only the second pool.
Yeah.
So
We're not even in top 8 yet,
yeah,
which is crazy.
Top 4 will go to top 8, obviously, with the top 4 from pool 1, and then it's just gonna be a slugfest. Like,
absolutely. Alrighty. Q gonna get in, draws first blood. Let's see what he can do. Nice confirm off Noboru. Good damage mid-screen. Keeping Eddie alive. Good spacing there. Very nice. Right now, Q in dominating position. Little Eddie's dead. Gonna have to be patient.
Ooh,
Baits
base the
it.
DB.
Yeah, I like it. I like command grab there. Gives plenty of time for Little Eddie to come back. Gets his pressure going.
Ah, true. Yeah.
Didn't mean to set the mine there, but he was set. Yeah, wow. Dominating round by Q. Very nice.
7 golden letters. David Q.
All right. Q on match point right now. Looking to put Nakio and Blaze out of the tournament.
Nakio seeming like he's not in his final form today, and that could cost the team. Blaze has been carrying a lot of the weight.
Yep.
He has done some of the work, but again, we've seen him a lot stronger, I feel, than we're seeing him today.
Long flight out there from the Pacific Northwest. Probably a little bit jet lagged. I would not be surprised. But right now, it's trying to get in there. Needs to get some pressure going. Nice catch with jump dust. Fortunately, not able to confirm much else off it.
Yeah, not too late, though. He can still turn this around. Oh, the Fafnir killing Eddie.
Ooh, gets caught with stand heavy.
Ooh,
there
that's
we go.
going to hurt.
All right, this is Nakio's chance. Needs to make this one count.
What do we got?
Has to stay in.
Got
okay,
him.
there's the catch.
Needs one
he can
more.
kill from this.
Oh, can he? Oh, yeah, he has meter now.
Yep.
Boom.
Takes it. Very nice. Again, Zato has no guts in this game. He takes far more damage than most characters on low life, so good recognition by Nakio to know he could close that out with that combo. All right, sacrifices Little Eddie, get the knockdown. Nice counter poke from Q. Very nice YRC to hit the anti-air. All right, where's the mix-up? Overhead.
DPs.
DP gets all the way out.
So your roll, son. Changes positions. Puts him over there, keeps him down.
Ooh, catching him the counter hit. Oh, no confirm, though. That would hurt. Nice air grab on the Bandit Bringer.
Oh,
baits the gold
no.
burst. Oh, counter hit Noboru. Nice air. Okay, this is Nakio's chance.
Yeah.
Catches him. This is going to be big damage.
But,
Q does have his burst. Where will he
exactly.
use it? Nice. That's a burst safe combo right there. Nakio playing smart.
But
There's
that
the burst. There's the burst. All right. Oh, Little Eddie's dead. All right, this is a big deal now. Q has to be careful. Catches him with the drill. Little Eddie's back. Here we go.
Woo!
I like the Noboru there. Keeps the space occupied. Catches
oh my
him.
gosh.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Nice by Dash YRC. Catch him, counter hit drill. Not enough. Not enough yet.
Ooh, next touch wins.
Oh, didn't trade.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
He reflected the gun right from point blank.
Q with the call out on Drunkard Shade reflects
Oh
gunflame
my
and
gosh.
takes it.
Said, how dare you use a projectile on me? Don't you know I have a reflect? That was OD.
That was a ballsy call out, and
It
it
was
worked.
so risky. Oh my gosh.
Drunkard Shade has a better hitbox than it has any right to for being a reflect move, but any of Soul's normals would have counter hit that with ease.
Oh my god. But he bet the farm and
He
it paid
did.
off.
It
So
did. Very nice.
David Q taking it for his team, sending Team Fuzi's packing.
Yeah, Q and Decline moving on. Got to be getting down to the last couple teams at this point. We're running out of killers in this pool.
Team Omaha fighting for their lives, doing very well. It's coming really close, but they're eking it out each time.
Absolutely.
All right. Trying to see who's coming up.
I'm not sure how many. I think we have 4 teams coming out of each pool, so a couple teams have probably already punched their way through.
This is your last match before top 8.
Last match
so
before
it's
top 8. Okay.
Kizzy K and Nerd Josh, Dipset Nation versus Mexican Yaoi,
Oh.
Kusanagi and Hase.
All right.
Okay. People we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Kizzy K and Nerd Josh.
Yeah.
Some names, I'm surprised. I mean, again, it's hard to pick those stream matches when everybody's
Yeah,
great.
for sure. For sure. All right.
So, do you remember who Kizzy K plays?
I want to say Kai, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, well, we'll see momentarily.
But we'll find out here soon.
Yeah. So, Nerd Josh, of course, playing Elfelt.
we're going to have Kusanagi starting his team off with Ram.
Okay, I guess he's
Kizzy,
playing Sin.
so Kizzy plays Sin. Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, I could have been.
Yeah.
He may have never played Kai.
Your
For
guess
some
was-
reason, I thought he did. I mean,
your
I'm
guess was
close.
as good as mine.
It's the spawn
Right.
of Kai. That's close enough, right?
The same blood, you know.
He plays Kiski. All right, here we go. Kusanagi going in, gets the knockdown though.
Good back
Nice grab.
dash.
Yep,
gets the
I like
back
it.
throw.
Sets up the swords. Here we go.
Okay, early
Yep.
burst, smart
Yep.
stuff.
No, smart burst there. That's not a place you want to be, a Sin.
Especially not this early.
Right. Had to eat there. Couldn't continue the pressure. Was almost out of calorie meter. For newer players, Sin's special moves are all really good. You've probably noticed, but they all consume that little calorie bar above his normal meter. He has to eat to gain that back. So
That anime meat.
Yep. So each time he uses those moves and cancels into another special move, he uses more of his calorie bar. Nice air dash over. Kusanagi going to take him all the way to the corner.
Yeah, I didn't think he was actually going to get the punish, but he proves me wrong.
Wow, blocks the mix-up. Very nice. Can he hold it? Nope. Gets
can't
caught.
continue though.
Can he finish?
It's
Yes.
layers.
Very nice.
Ramathal is like an onion.
Yes.
She doesn't stink. She's got she's got layers of mix-ups.
Yeah.
Just because you blocked the first one doesn't mean you're out of the woods.
And Ramlethal has a unique way of doing mix-up in this game that not many characters have access to because so many of her moves wall splat and allow her to continue and just reset because you don't ever actually get knocked down and get to wake up. He went
in there.
Yep.
He's got burst back though.
Yep.
But he's not going to use it. He's not in the corner. So not as scary.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Kusanagi puts himself in.
Nice. I like the fuzzy jump there.
Good
Catching him
dust.
with the dust.
And that's going to carry him to the corner. Now we're going to see that first. If he gets hit, doesn't though.
Okay, here we go. Kizuke going to make this count. It's going to hurt.
Yikes.
Oh, it clashed.
I don't think Kusanagi can. Oh, he tried to go for. Yeah, it had to be go for gold.
Yep. Oh, okay. Kusanagi's chance.
Good play. Oh, he misses the follow-up. He's keeping Kusanagi in this.
Catches him. Wow. That beat driver on the tech was the right decision. It would have killed, but Kusanagi pushed a button and somehow got a clash out of it.
And Kusanagi, that gold burst attempt might have really hurt him.
Yeah, he's in trouble right now. This is going to be big damage.
Yeah, he's gonna definitely need to come out swinging here to try to
Nice
get.
blitz. Blitz back.
Blitz back. Ouch. Ouch.
Yep. And this won't do as much damage. Blitz does scale pretty heavily. Kusanagi has his burst back. Gonna have to use it here.
Oh, he got it.
Too late. There's
All right.
the very last hit.
Oh my gosh, this is the long road for
Yeah,
him.
Kusanagi's got work to do. And
Beak
there's
driver.
Beak Driver.
Kusanagi going down.
Beak Driver is a good move. There is a reason that on my stream, when I get a subscriber, I get the full screen Beak Driver for my sound. Because it's hype. I mean, why would you not do that? he's so happy to throw that flagpole in somebody's dome.
He's happy about a lot of things. He's just happy about life.
Can you imagine raising young Sin and just like you're at the top of Illyria Castle, like signing some paperwork, and just like way off in the distance, you're like, just like echoing throughout the halls. Some bricks fly off the side of the castle because he's doing it against the wall.
It's like, again, son.
Yep.
Can't keep doing this.
Just send Dizzy down there. All she got to do is glare at him once. You want me to use Imperial Ray on you, boy?
All right. So Nerd Josh
Alrighty.
rocking the purple Elfeld. Purple, my favorite color. But that's more lavender. I'm more of a royal purple guy.
Lavender is a purple. The underside's a little bit more purple.
Yeah.
You know. Alrighty. So, Haseo going to take on Nerd Josh. Again, as we saw earlier in this matchup, a little bit more difficult for Elfeld to keep Raven from getting in on her just because Rifle is not as effective in this matchup as it is in some others. Here we go. There Josh gets first blood off the Pine Berry. Nice cross up. All right. Immediately burst. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of early bursts against heavy
So am
Okazeme
I.
characters.
So am I.
Gives you time to recover your burst, doesn't let the snowball get rolling down the hill right away. So, and right now it's paying off for Nerd Josh. Has a really nice life lead,
Yep.
playing that zoning game.
Absolutely, making him hold that super just to keep him over there,
Yep.
getting us set up for a sniper rifle. But again, he is
Wow.
slides right under the pin, and he is
Very
one hit away from
nice.
closing out round 1.
Really, really good matchup
Oh.
knowledge right there from Nerd Josh. Has to finish the job, though.
Ooh,
Nice
good
back
back
dash
dash.
out of the dust. I like it. Nice. There's the throw.
Fire in the hole.
Those are the kind of things you only learn through matchup knowledge. Knowing you can get away with something like that is a big deal. Yep, catches him on the counter hit to start the round. Nerd Josh, really strong play right off the bat.
Already in position. Needs to get this hit. Nope, that's him out.
And he's on
Fine,
match
though.
point right now, looking to move on, get his team in the top 8. Nerd Josh looking good. Where's the burst? Does not bait it. Good jump sack back
That's
out of the corner,
fine.
though.
Yep.
Nicely done.
He let him immediately out.
Right now, Haseo looking in, got a
That's
big
second-
hill to climb.
Second time he's pulled shotgun from kind of far
Yep.
and been hit for it, but it doesn't matter.
Nerd Josh takes it in dominating
5-8,
fashion.
Closing it out. Do, 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 do.
And Nerd Josh,
And they will go
Kizuke moving on to top 8.
Exactly. Whew, so
Nicely done.
that was, are we jumping right into top 8 after this?